What is going on, Tube You? Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gents. Today's the video, man. Uh-oh. 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 Yeah. It's maiden voyage time. Time to send this big old girl down the strip, man. I've been avoiding and putting it off for so long. The first time I really wanted to do this was back when I ordered the freaking drag pack. I thought they would be here in time because I ordered them, was it back in December? If you guys watched that video, I ordered them back sometime back in December. And the first real time that I thought I would get to use it was at Import Face Off, which is right here in Bakersfield. And didn't make it. Didn't make it in time. The drag pack showed up like 1 or 2 weeks right after that. So obviously I wasn't going out there on the streets, which they probably would have held, but if I'm going out there, I'm going to be putting, you know, the hits and the power down. I want to go out there and get my best time. I ain't trying to go out there, you know, just for shits and giggles and stuff, just be spinning my ass off. Have everybody, oh, this mother got turbos and still slows it. Nah, I'm pretty sure these would have did just fine. Like I said, if I'd have, you know, babied her off the line, but we need to give her the full beans. I'm really shooting for that 9-second slip tonight. I've never had one. That's literally all I want. Like if I hit one off the rip, which I really hope I do, because the 6130 says I should have a 9. When I ran that 8, what was it, or the 10-9 or whatever, I think my 6130 was like mid 5s or mid 8s, somewhere in the 8s. It was a 6130. I still ran a 10-9. That's when the car was bone stock, you know, no weight in it, and I had way more stuff in it now than I did back then. So I still have the carpet in here. I still have that guy, whatever that damn thing is, the styrofoam thing with the air pump. That's all still in there. Simply because when I put weight on top of this part right here, it caves in. So I didn't really like that, especially when I'm going grocery shopping and stuff or loading up my jugs like this. The jugs would cave this thing in, and it would almost break it sometimes. I really don't want to break it. You know, still kind of a new car. So I kind of like this thing in here. And it's not a full race car just yet. So I still use it in daily driving and use it for, you know, daily driving things. So that's still in there. As you guys just saw, the back seats are still in. This is like 13 pounds. These guys combined are like 30 pounds maybe. Obviously, no passenger seat. Front driver seat is a Kirky. And I have the little dongle here for both seats, so I don't get any seat belt lights or airbag lights. So I haven't run the car with the passenger side in yet. This is my first time running that dongle, so I'll let you guys know if that's working or not. But I just want to get down the track. Like I said, I've been putting it off for so freaking long, man. One, because I really didn't want to break the car. I didn't want to go out there and launch it too hard and, you know, snap something or break something. But I'm feeling it. I think it's time now. I think it's time to get down there, get my freaking 9-second slip. Because like I said, when I ran this thing bone stop with no weight, we did 10-9, and my 6130 was like 8 something. It was like mid 8s. So I've done multiple 5-second 6130s. That's an almost 2.5 to 3 second difference. I'm not saying I'm going to be 3 seconds faster than 9s or 10s, because that would be a 7-second car. That's not how it works. But I damn sure better be faster than a 10-9. That's all there is to it. I better be well into a 9-second range, because if I'm running almost 2.5 to 3 seconds faster for 60 to 130 than I was stock, then I should be all right. I better have it. Even if I only run like mid 6s to 60 to 130, I should still have my 9-second slip. That's still a 2-second difference within the quarter mile. So I better freaking have it. So maiden voyage time, enough chit chatting, man. The whiff just got home. I wanted her to come along because I didn't want to leave my jugs and stuff just out in the open, because they have E85 stations out there, but I didn't want to fill up with new E85 that I haven't tested yet, and I don't want to be fiddling around and waiting and stuff like that. So I have my own jugs. I got about 10 gallons, so I should be good to go on that front. And I'll just fill them up on the way back, so you know, I'll still have E and everything like that. But I have my own E. We're just going to run what I know is good and what I've been running so far. Tires are brand freaking new. They only have like maybe 50 miles on them. Wheels, first time down the track, brand freaking new. But yeah, enough rambling on, man. Let's get our asses to the track, and I'll probably pick up with you guys whenever I'm finally teched in, because I know you guys don't care to see all that jazz. So let's get into it. All right, so one, We got no lights from the passenger seat being out. As you can see, the dongle is doing his job over there. And 2, before anyone asks what boost setting we're going to be running, I'm going to be running the same one I've been running on the street to get the 5s. One thing you never want to do is change up what you do at the very last minute. That's how you lose stuff. That's how you break stuff. That's how it's not a good time. Now, if I get there and my current boost setting just isn't enough, I will turn it up to the next settings, which should put me around 21 to 22 pounds of boost. Currently, I'm sitting around 17 to 18, which is, still pretty decent, but it's enough to get me in the 5s. I know that damn much. So 5, 61, 30 compared to 7s and 8s, we should be all right. Right? It's still a whole second faster. The main thing I'm worried about is prep. This is a testing tune, so hopefully we have testing tuners and not like, import face-off where we just have any and everyone out there who are just trying to go down the track and have fun. So hopefully the prep isn't torn up by, street tires and stuff like that. But we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, not too much rambling on. Like I said, I just wanted to get that out there before, because I know people are going to ask, what boost setting I'm at and everything like that. So right now we should be around 17 to 18 pounds. All right? Cool. Catch you guys when we get there. All right, Tube U, we're in the tech line. That's how long it is. It's already 5 something, so I was hoping to get on the track before the sun goes down. I don't think I'm gonna make it, man. Just being realistic with you guys. I don't know what all that bug splatter is on my window. That's a little annoying. Hit some big ass rock, hit my tire, flicked up. Hope it didn't damage anything. As long as it didn't hit my oil pan, I think I'm good to go. As far as like actual races, maybe the 2 Camaros up there, the Vet might be a good run. The Audi, I'm not sure. Those things are sneaky. They're either basic bolt-ons or 13,000 horsepower. There's no in between with those. GTO, he looks to be on a basically stock tire. That Charge up there seems to be on stock tire. The Civic up here is on a drag pack. That's pretty cool. It's like I don't know the gens. I'm gonna say 9th gen. It's a newer one, not this current one, but the body style before that. He's on a drag pack. Saw some crazy Camaro just roll by. He rolled in with me, this guy right here. Saw another one just roll by with a chute, same body style as these two, with a chute, and looked like a big ass turbo coming out the side. So that's cool, I guess. All right, Tube U, so here's how it's gonna shake out for us, unfortunately, because I don't have my passenger seat, which is news to me. Apparently I can't run faster than 11.5 or something. He said, like, I can't run faster than 11 something, which is insane to me. But wait for the noise. I have my draggy, so I'm just gonna make a couple of 1/8 mile hits, maybe out to the 1,000 foot, see what she's looking like, see what she's feeling like, bring her back, let her cool down, and then make one last hit for the day. That's a shame. I really wanted to go all out, but okay. This is what I'm left with. So pull the sock off. Probably won't be able to get much footage for you. Hopefully, I'm just trying not to break nothing, and just A to B, see how that 1/8 mile and see how that 1,000 foot looks, and we'll shut her down right before the finish. Should keep us under. I think we'll be fine. So let's get to it. All right, Tube U. So very first run, like I said, I got to slow down before the freaking 8th. Don't mind my ugly ass thumb. I almost blew it off this weekend. Let me get this helmet off real quick. So as soon as I got it up to second, thought I was good. I didn't take any air pressure out because I wanted to see how the track will hold 20 PSI. So we're at like 20 and a half right now for the tires. So Figured I would start there first and then work my way down if necessary, play around with it. Immediately spun off the hit, 1.9 60 foot. I was out in front of him, and then I like got out of it to like see if I could straighten it back up, got back into it, and I started coming around him, and I think I got on it right before the end of the 1,000 foot. So obviously his time's a lot freaking better, but they said I can't run faster than 11 something, even though he's over, well, he has both his seats, so I was about to get a little upset. But last time I did this, I didn't have a passenger seat when I was bone stock and I got that 10.9, and then I was able to come around and get another pass. I'm not sure if it's just because of the type of event. This is a testing tune, but when I was out here, I was at Import Face Off, and they had a testing tune lane as well. Like you can test and tune as well, and they didn't care about my one seat configuration. Either way, not being able to put the power down, that's kind of frustrating. Kind of figured that would happen. Even in second gear, like I said, as soon as I came off that line, and tried to give it the beans, just lit him right up. And then he was able to come around and get back in front of me. He was out in front of me till about the what I thought was 1,000 foot, and just hit the brakes so I can get on it, and I wouldn't break out or whatever, go over freaking 11.0. That's so frustrating, man. I just wanted to get some cool times, but now it seems like I just need to work on my 60 foot. That's the only thing I have to worry about. So I'm gonna fire it back up, take a little air out the tires, fire it back up, and then go up there and try to get another one real quick. All right, TubeView, as you can see, we lost all our daylight. Motherfucking battery died. Dash cam killed my battery. I was pulling in the pits earlier, or pulling into the tech line, and I noticed my battery, or my power. I was like, man, are my pumps dying? What the hell? Jesus Christ. So I got back there. I'm pretty sure it's my dash cam. My dash cam is the reason I have to keep my car on a battery tender at all times. I can usually leave it for, 1, 2, 3 days, because no one's walking in and out of the garage activating the dash cam. The dash cam automatically activates with movement. But since we're just sitting here in the pits, there's people walking all over. This thing has just been running non-stop, and I'm positive that's what just killed my battery. I definitely thought my pumps were going out, but I'm happy that that's not the issue. You see, I almost fried some stuff, man. I had to hook it up through the freaking trunk, through the actual battery. So I had to use the actual battery, and the cap, the little red cap. You guys own Mopars and stuff, you know what I'm talking about. That little red cap was on the wrong side, apparently. It's been there the entire time, but apparently it was on the wrong freaking side. So I kept hooking it up. I'm like, yo, what the hell? Is this thing sparking? And I thought, are the cables like too crazy? Like, these some big ass cables, like for a freaking 18-wheeler or something. I thought it was something like that, man. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Either way, we're sitting here, temperatures are skyrocketing. Let me get over here. Here we go. Ooh. Check the temperature and stuff. But now it seems like the car runs just fine. Now that it's not sharing battery, now that the pumps aren't sharing battery with this thing, feels freaking good. Hell yeah. Still we have that little clacking clanking. I'm pretty sure that's a loose V-band. Might be losing a little bit of boost there, but we got enough. We got enough. I know we have enough. We just have to get the power down so we can get this freaking 9, man. I'm hopeful we can get it. If not, this is gonna be super frustrating driving all the way out here. I don't want to break anything, so if the track gets too bad and I just cannot put it down out of the hole, I'm just gonna take the L. Just take the L and leave with a freaking 10 or a 12 or whatever I end up just, sticking with. But as of right now, we've got one pass, and it's almost 8 o'clock. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, guys. All right, TubeView, we're back. The pits again. Womp, womp, womp. 10.8 at 138. That's literally stock Hellcat times. I might be losing boost. I'm not sure. I should probably hook up the freaking laptop and data log. And of course, I'm not running the draggy, so I can't even get my draggy time. But 10.8, 138. The car felt strong, felt like it ran good. especially on the big end, but that mile an hour is not there. I need at least 140. And of course I can't get out of the hole to save my damn life. Like, that was second gear again. Didn't spin as bad, but it definitely still spun and still got a worse 60 foot somehow. I tried to baby it out. Maybe I shouldn't have done it. Maybe I should have just laid into it a little more, but I don't know. Seat time, seat time, seat time. That's what they keep saying, but I don't feel like I got all the time in the world, you know, with all those cars up there. It's kind of hard to get the seat time I need. I don't really want to go in there and turn up the boost because, like I said, I've done 5-second 6130s with this boost level, so I know it's capable. I know I can get down there, but freaking this 6130 is, or this quarter mile is not it. Even the eighth, which they didn't yell at me, so I think I'm good to go back around. He said I couldn't run faster than 11 something. I saw that freaking vet go up there and did 11, I don't know, did something, but we're way off of where we should be, guys. Way off. I think I have a loose V-band clamp, so I might be losing a little bit of boost. I'm not sure where it is. If it's before the turbo, I'm probably losing boost. If it's after the turbo, I might be good. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really hop up under there. Like I said, I ain't got no tools. I just jump in and let it ride. Let me turn it on so you guys can see. I don't see anything from here. Obviously, that's the turbo. That V-band looks just fine. The sound, that V-band would have to be up top. If it is a V-band. I don't even freaking know at this point. I think that's just the intake up there. Yeah, it would just be the intake. But there is a loud tapping noise. So I think I might have a boost leak somewhere. I don't know where. Might be this guy. This guy does look a little loose, but obviously I'm not about to touch it right now. I'm trying to figure it out, but tragic. I don't know. I've been running this car as is forever, and she puts up some damn stout 6130s. I swear, I'm gonna leave here. I'm gonna do a dag-nab 6130 hit, and she's gonna freaking fly. I already know it. I already know it. I need to check up under here anyway because that freaking rock. Man, that thing about put a hurting on something. Just can't put it down. We'll try again. Alrighty, so I went over there to look at the line, and that shit is mad long. It's already 9:30. They stop at 11. I don't think they're going to re-prep the track anymore. We're not doing any better. I'm just beating on the car at this point, and it's really pissing me off. I'm not going to lie to you. Mickeys, they do their job if the prep is right. When I came out here when I was bone stock, first gear, leave, cooking. 10-9. First gear, that bitch just hooked and booked. This time, I don't know, man. It's just a slippery track. It's just not working for me and my setup. I'm watching the other guys out there. Some others are having trouble, but other ones on like the bias ply tires or the Hoosiers and stuff, they're able to pedal a little easier, and they're setting some crazy times. I don't know. Oh man, 6130, like I said, is there, but I'm just gonna call it a night, guys. I'm just gonna take the L. Just take one L and the L to my pride of not running my 9-second pass like I wanted to. But that's reality racing, man. Some you run, some you don't. That's just how it freaking works. I would turn the camera around, but there's no light. Sorry. So you're just gonna look at my fingerprint ass screen. That's it. I'm sorry. That is so unfortunate, man. I'm a little upset. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just every pass just spun, and I don't want to be out here just beating on the car if the track isn't there. There's just no point. You're just risking more chance of wheel hop, spinning into a wall. You're just fighting against yourself, and fighting the track at that point, and you're probably not going to win, to be honest. Without a crazy setup or crazy change to my setup, I don't think there's much I could do. And like I said, we still had more boost to add in, but we can't even get what we have down. Like, we can't even get that down to the damn ground. We're sitting at 17, 18 pounds, and we could still bump it up to 20, 21. 22, we're feeling frisky. And it's just not holding where we're at right now. I could try to turn it down. I don't think it's going to help. So the whiff is hungry. She came. She's been a trooper out here, man. I feel bad for her. Because you just saw me not do anything out here. But we got 2 dubs, if you want to count them dubs, that weren't against real racers. I really wanted to run a vet. The fastest one I saw ran like 11.1, and the others are all on freaking street tires. The Mustang did 11.1 as well. So I guess that would have been a good race if we could hook. That's all it's coming down to. I think I would have been all right. He treated the shit out of me, but I would have had him on the mile an hour. But obviously the wind light is on his side, as you can see. Actually, I don't see. Where's the wind light? Either way, it's on his side. He won. Right lane won. I thought left lane was going to do me good again, and it didn't. I came out of the hole and she lit him up. But guys are pulling out of here, so I'm about to do the same. I'm going to grab the whiff, and I guess I'll catch you guys next one, man. I'm a little frustrated, man. I don't even feel like talking, man. I'm not going to lie to you. Alright, YouTube you. So I originally shot the end of this video like the very next day after, you know, digesting what happened all last night, going through all the events, dealing with all the anger and frustration of being out there in the car, me not being able to get the car to perform as it should have. And after about a week, it's been about a week, yeah, it's about a week. That was last weekend. So I pulled up the old time slip, and I have the current time slips of what the car has done when the car was stock versus last night with the turbo setup. And after sitting there talking with multiple people, watching a couple other videos of people who were out there, and, you know, just digesting all the information, I think I finally can think or give a valid reasoning on why everything went so horribly wrong for me. And it basically just came down to a combination of different things. So taking a look at the time slip. So here's stock over here, bone stock car. Best that night was a 10.9. This is me, car number 97. You know, 11.1, 10.9, and then 11.3. So pretty close to what we ran with way higher trap speeds, which is pretty crazy to me. So what was that, 11.1 at 126? We got 11.1 at 137. So about 10, 11 mile per hour faster. The 10.8, 138 to 10.9 at 128. So 10 mile an hour faster there. So the power's there. As you can see from those 2 runs alone, we're really going to discount this one because I got on the brakes early. 12.0, this is against the red Corvette. 12.0 at 98 miles an hour run. Then the second run was my best run, which is the same for this one as well. My second run was the best run. And then that was the final run of the night, and this was the final run of the night. So crazy how that went. So we do crappy, then we do the best, and then we do crappy again, and then that kills my mood for the night. So both times I only got 3 freaking runs in. That was stock, and this is with the mods. And like I told you guys in the other video, or the first part of the video, we're at the track. I wanted to go back out there, but after I saw that lane, the staging lanes, no. I was not about to wait another hour just to be disappointed yet again and the car not hook up, especially when I couldn't figure out why we're not hooking up, because I was hooking and booking. Here we got, you know, not the best 60 foots, you know, but we're consistently in the ones. You got a 1.7 here, a 1.8 here, and a 1.9 over here. So good, right? Over here, what do we have? 1.9, a 2.0, and another 1.9. So, you know, not cutting the best 60 foots out here, you know what I'm saying? That's where we're losing most of our time. And even when I did get, you know, good 60 foots, I lost it as soon as we got past the 60 foot mark because the car spun. So, you know, not looking the best in that regard. But anywho, So what it came down to, and after I sat there, like I said, talked to people and looked at the video, is a combination of a couple of different things. So one, the track prep seemed to not be the best that night. I don't know. I don't want to, blame the track crew didn't prep the crap. No, I'm not going to blame them completely, but I don't know, because some people were hooking, others weren't. I was one of the ones that definitely wasn't hooking, but some of the people, they did seem to, go out there and their cars performed just fine. I watched one guy, the blue Jaguar. I don't think I caught it in this video, but blue wrap Jaguar. He was out there with a 4-star D5 drag pack, same exact tires, the ET Street R's. And I watched his burnout, and I saw that he was doing, 10, 15 second burnout. Like, it was a pretty lengthy burnout. So I'm like, I think that might have been my cause, because when I was bone stock, I go up there, I tried I tried using the line lock and all that jazz, and ultimately just dealing with that, dealing with the cameras, and dealing with, the timers and my draggy, trying to get everything recording for you guys and make sure I capture everything. It gets super, it's a lot going on trying to, get all of that ready. But by the time I get to that line, as soon as the dude waves us forward and I'm trying to, do all of this with my hands, make sure everything's recording, make sure the car's, in the right modes, tap it here, tap it back, make sure, it gets to be a lot. So, to make sure I didn't forget anything, sometimes I do lose a step, and one of them not being the burnout. So for the burnout, I didn't want to go too crazy, you know what I'm saying? And what I was trying to make sure I did was just clear out most of the dirt and stuff that I picked up, coming through the pits and through the lanes. So what I did, a little 2 to 5 second burnout, just enough to knock off all the debris, dirt, and rocks and things like that. That's pretty much what it came down to for all of these. It was just a small little baby burnout. So I'm gonna blame that as the number one factor, and then the number two factor being, after the crews prepped the track, there was quite a few cars out there on street tires. And they had, 2 big old lanes. And I guess the way that it used to be was there used to be a prep lane and a street car lane with street tire, or street tire lane. There used to be a street tire lane and a radial / slick lane. So they don't do that anymore. It's just get in where you fit in and, send you down the track. It's a testing tune, so I was hoping that we would get some type of, or maybe like a radial class and a slick class, and then a street tire class. That would be even better. Like, once the prep is all used up, let the street tire guys go, then roll from there. But that's not the freaking case. We're just out there running on, whatever we get. But like I said, couple the street tires tearing up the prep, and then me doing a crappy little 2 to 5 second burnout versus the other guys out there doing, 5, 10, 15 second burnouts, nice hot burnouts, getting them nice and sticky. I wasn't doing that. So I'm going to take partial blame. The other blame is going on, the track prep and, the car's tearing it up. So that's what I've ultimately narrowed it down to, because the car performs. I can see it in the trap speed. We're there. The car is there. It's doing what it's supposed to do. I'm pretty sure I can easily pick up 2 miles an hour if I can get the car out of the hole and not spin in those first, 60 to 100 feet. I went out right after the freaking track that night, and like I said, I wanted to see if the car was down on power or something like that, because I bought the laptop so I can data log, and of course I didn't data log. Once again, that was just another step in everything that I was trying to do and record for you guys and make sure I capture everything, make sure I set the car up right prior to every run. That, getting the laptop set up, that just would have been another headache trying to get it all done. But looking back at it, I probably should have focused on that before trying to, get footage and stuff like that. Either way, in order to see if the car was performing, instead of hooking up the laptop, I had my draggy ready to rock and roll because the laptop was in my wife's car. I was like, you know what? Let me just do a draggy pull right here. So as soon as we left the track, I go out there and the car clicks off of 5.7. Yeah, I know you guys, oh, that power level, you should be doing 5.8. You guys, remember, the car was turned down. If you go back and watch the video, I mentioned it multiple times. I didn't even want to bother turning up the car, the extra PSI or whatever, with extra boost, if we couldn't even put down what we were already sitting at. Like I said, we're sitting at right about 17 to 18 pounds of boost. And if the car isn't hooking with that, why the hell would I bother turning it up more to try to pick up more mile an hour? Like, sure, it might mile an hour a little higher, but if we're not, putting it down, what's the point? The whole point was to go out there and get a 9-second slip, and you see we're a full damn near second away from that. Like, barely faster than stock, literally on par with stock. Only thing is the track speed, which shows that the car, you know, is making some pretty decent power over stop. That is the only thing that is the clear indicator that we have the mile an hour, we have the speed, we have the power to do it. We just cannot get out of the hole. With 2.0 and 1.9 60 foots compared to 1.7s and 1.8s, the car should be closer to 1.5, 1.6 area if we want that 9-second slip. At least a 10.0 or 10.1 or something like that. I'd have been happy with it. I'd have left gladly with a 10.0 or 10.1. And if I did see a 10.0 or 10.1, that's when I would have went in there and bumped up the power to 21 pounds boost. That's where I would have been like, all right, we got it. Let's go out there and get that 9-second slip, because now we have the power to do so. Or now we have the traction, I should say, to do so. But that just wasn't the case. And, you know, just all a snowball effect. Also, if you guys remember in the video when the battery died, figured out what that was. That was the dash cam. The dash cam killed the battery. So that's going to be another thing that I need to make sure I remember next time, is to disconnect the battery or disconnect the dash cam from the fuse box, because it's wired through the fuse box. So disconnect that, or just turn it off, or find some way to make sure that's not running the entire time. Every time I stop the car and turn it off, it's sitting there still recording, still draining the battery. And when I'm just sitting in the lanes, letting the car idle, it's not getting enough recharge on that alternator to keep that power or keep that battery nice and charged. So the entire time I'm just sitting there, even with the car running, it's still just draining power. And you can hear it with the fuel pumps. Like, the fuel pumps are suffering as well, because they're not getting enough power. So that's a scary thing. Like, I don't want the fuel pumps to be not, you know, giving me enough juice when I'm going down the track and the car leans out and, you know, goes kaboomy. So that's another thing I need to make sure I pay attention to. So a lot of lessons learned, and nothing to do now but, you know, go out and do better next time. Take those lessons learned, use them to go out there and do better next time. So for real this time, that will be the real end of this video, guys. I know it's a little longer, but I felt the need. I had to come out here and make sure we digest this information, make sure I digested it correctly, because like I said, I came out here, I made this end of the video one time already, but it wasn't, you know, I didn't have enough time to digest the data and actually look at it and look back at the video and see what really went wrong for me. And I think a combination of those things, if we, you know, fix all that stuff, I think we'll be good to go next time around. At least we'll get a 10.0 or 10.1, and then we can go in there and bump up that power on that boost controller. But that's all I got for real. Until next time, Tube You, it's your first time stopping by, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you guys get a notification these videos go up. Switch to the Instagram channel at Low376Slow, all one word. I'll put it down in the description. Until next time, Tube You, I'm out. Peace.